Three, two, one, go. All right, welcome to Scanning TV on YouTube once again. Yes, I welcome you all to today's live. Today, we are going to check out Blast Star Squad. Coach Otto Addo, he's set to sit. Set to sit, yes, at the headquarters of Ghana Football Association and give us the Black Star Squad. This squad is going to face Mali and Central African Republic. They are the two World Cup qualifying games that we have. First match will happen on the 6th of June. Then the second match will also happen on the 10th of June in Kumasi. So the first match we are going away. After that, then we will come home. Ghana Black Stars, this journey has not been cool for us because the first match in Kumasi, we got a slim win against Madagascar on the 90 plus. That is when Iñaki Williams scored the only goal for us to get us 3 points in this World Cup qualifying game. After that, we traveled to play against Comoros in an away fixture where Ghana we were also defeated by a goal to nil. And after that, we are here to play another game. So Blasters, we have 3 points and we are sitting, I think, third or fourth in the group. Yes, I've brought you all those updates on this channel already. So today, I'll be connecting my friend live from the Ghana Football Association headquarters. Then we will actually take it from there very soon. So just take and stay with me for all those particular ones in here. So yes, I'll also paste the link in the comment box if you want to join us. If you really want to join us, then you also follow the link. Then you also join us on this channel, and we will talk. It's been a long time that we came to live, because of late electricity has not been, or the power has not been stable. So if you come on live, they can mess you up anytime. I don't even know if this time around they are going to allow us to have this smoothly. But we only hope that no doom so will actually happen to us on this live, yes, and we'll bring everything to you because we are using the computers and other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to paste the link. If you want to join us, then you can just follow on it. You go to your browser, then you also join us live. Then we talk about the Blasters. What are your expectations first before Otto sits? Otto will sit at 11 a.m. So you bring us your expectations, what you're expecting from Otto. We've heard that some big names are going to be omitted. Well, we don't know the big names yet, so we have to just exercise some patience. So I'm going to drop the link in the comment box if you are interested and you want to join us. Kindly join us. Yes, then let's have a talk on this channel. I also understand that um, Callum Hassan-Odoi, he has now accepted to join the Black Stars team. It is interesting, really, really interesting. But it is report, so I'm going to drop a video on this channel showing you where I got all those information from and other stuff. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me even ask. I didn't ask. Can you hear me clearly? Is everything clearly at your end? Let me know it in the comment box. Derek from Points here. Derek, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so Joki Jackie says Callum Hassan-Odoi and Derek. Are you talking about Derek Kuhn? Yes, I am in Ghana squad. Wow, interesting. I just wish so because they are players that basically I love. I just want to see them in the Black Stars team no matter what. So yes, if they are in the squad, then it is going to be a good news for all of us. If those two players are in there, I'm going to be one of the happiest persons, yes, to actually receive these news. So okay, Derek has joined me, so let me add him quickly. Okay, Derek, are you off? It seems you're off, right? I wanted to add you, but it seems it's not really adding up. Okay, so let me select this one and add you here. Okay, guys, so you can join me. The link is in the comments. You can just click on that and you join us live. Okay, so Derek, maybe it might be your network. Watching you from USA. Can you do all? The Ebenezer Amajari says, yes, I can hear you very loud and clear. Good job, brother. Ebenezer in Australia. Thank you, Ebenezer. Australia, I also have a friend there. Frederick. Frederick is in Australia. So I have some Australian friends, and that is a good one. So Ebenezer is also watching me from Australia. I just hope that this live is going to be smooth, no break, nothing like so that we all enjoy everything that's going to come out in this particular life. So yes, that is it. Quickly, let me do one or two adjustments, then we are good to go. So guys, you can bring your thoughts in the comment box. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Yes, so I'll be connecting my friend who is at the Ghana Football Association headquarters very soon. So you guys will be hearing from him. So that I'll not just sit here and be making a lot of noise like that. I'll be connecting him very soon so that is Derek live? Derek, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, that's great. That's great. Oh, you are welcome to Skinny TV.
Charlie, you also thank you so much.
Oh, Charlie. So you go feel make me vibe. Like, there now, Beckham, what are your expectations on the Blaster squad, which is about to be released?
Charlie, this one dear, I'm keeping my expectations quite measured because obviously I know our country. Mm, I know our country. I think I think right now, Charlie, the way we did, like this say the Akuma to here because right now we're not going anywhere. But what I'll definitely say is we really need to just have patience. Ghanaians should have patience. The
Okay.
way in which the team is progressing right now, I think Otto is obviously bringing in a new philosophy. His mindset is obviously different. We should really just take things, as we say, with a pinch of salt, because
Okay.
if he's bringing in a young squad and he's taking out a lot of the senior players, which have obviously been playing for a long time, we have to be patient. We can't be saying, oh, okay. This World Cup qualification, to be honest with you, I'm very skeptical. I'm not sure if we can beat Mali, but
Okay.
I always have hope. I have hope in the boys. We have a great squad. We have an amazing young players. The main thing we have to do right now is just build chemistry, build understanding,
Okay.
and patience. That's all.
Wow. So for you, you are not expecting anything much from Otoado.
I mean, look, I could definitely say that. I wish him the best. Like for me, I'm somebody who's always optimistic. I really want our country to do well. I mean, I love Ghana. I always, pray that we do well. However, the way in which we have been going about things, yeah, it's not looking good. It's not positive. However, I still have a tiny piece of hope that he can turn things around. However, I think our people, I'm talking about our football people, they
Okay.
need to allow him to work.
Okay. Wow. That's great. So I'm talking about some of the new players that we are hearing that they are in the squad. That is talking about Hassan Odoi. What is your take on it? Did you see it coming? For me, I can't believe it unless I hear from Otoado himself. Did you see it coming?
Hudson, I don't think so. I think right now we just need to focus on the players we have. I'm not I'm not of the perception that Hudson Odoi will be somebody who will play for Ghana at this point in time. Maybe in the near future, but right now it's not looking likely. I think he's mostly focused on his football at Nottingham. He's I don't think he has decided on whether he wants to play for England or if he wants to play for Ghana. So yeah, for me it will be a no at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm losing him. I don't know if I'm losing
Oh, can you hear me?
him. Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I've also shared a link to my guy in the Ghana Football Association headquarters. So he'll be joining us very, very soon, and we will also be having some good conversation on this channel.
Right, that was both of them. Speak to him. Back. What do I think about Otto today? If I see what on there, I'm gonna be shocked. Dude.
All right, guys. It seems I'm back. Can you hear me, guys? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So that we take it from here. It seems my network actually messed up a little bit. As I said, that is why sometimes I don't want to go live. Ghana network. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please put it in the comment box if you can hear me. Then we take it from there. Okay. Emmanuel entry says, lower your expectations. So, okay. Yes, yes. I think I'm now being heard, right? I'm now being heard. So let me add Bright. Yeah, Bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's okay, yeah. Bretanzi, wait, Bretanzi, please. I want you to WhatsApp me. Bretanzi. It's been a long time. I want you to WhatsApp me because it seems I don't know. I changed phone recently, so it seems I've lost your number. So please, Bretanzi, try and send me a WhatsApp message. Okay, yeah, right. What is going on at the Ghana Football Station headquarters now? Because we are just like 34 minutes away from the official squad announcement. What is going on? What they go on? Then let
Okay.
us.
Give me a minute. They come.
Okay, all right. So it seems he's trying to fix some things in there. Okay, Derek, I'll add you very soon. I've seen that you've joined. I'll add you very soon.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, very clear.
Yes. Yeah. So now we are doing the preparation for the interview to start, for the press conference to start. Currently, I think all the journalists are set, as you can see from here.
Yeah,
Just waiting for the whole show to begin.
begin. Okay,
Yes. Yeah.
wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can move away from the music a little bit for us. It seems.
Yeah.
Uh,
As for the music is very loud. Whether I go out of here fast, so you will still be here.
okay. Then we'll manage. I don't know if I can speak to one or two journalists around to ask of their expectations ahead of the squad because
Okay.
Ghanaians are really ready for
Let me let me
everything.
try
Okay.
let me try and change the camera to the back, right? So that I can
All
speak
right.
to
All
them.
right. Sure. Okay. Sure. All right, guys. So we are coming your way from Ghana Football Association headquarters. That is where we are going to have the squad announcements, and we understand Callum Hassan, although per report this morning, I don't want to be emphatic. Yes, many are reporting that the player is in the Blaster squad, and yes, so he's been able to turn the camera now. So we want to speak to one or two journalists around and ask of their expectations, as they are all there waiting for the squad to be officially announced. We want to ask of what they are also expecting from this particular
Big
announcement.
boss, would you like to speak to Big boss?
Okay,
A quick
so
interview. Would you?
mm, all right, guys. If you have joined us, this is the live to bring you this
Boss,
official squad
Addo, can we
announcement
talk
from
for a minute
Coach
if you don't want to talk?
Otto Addo.
About your expectation?
Why are they shy?
They don't want to talk. But
You don't want to
we
talk.
should
Okay,
talk for like a
okay.
minute or something.
Oh, if they don't want to talk, don't worry them. We have guys here who are ready to
what
talk.
about this program now? No be honest. The person there on TV. So we just ask you one of the questions. I'm sorry. Hey, this is right. Today. Yeah.
Augustine, good morning. You are
Yeah.
welcome to Scanning TV.
Oh,
What's going on? Thank you, thank you.
What's up? Charlie, what's going on over there, and what are your expectations for the squad?
Yeah, they give us the set time as 11:30, but then they also informed that journalists should be seated by 10:30, and as at now,
Yeah.
almost everyone who's supposed to be here is here except the GFA executives. But I can see the SWAC president, Kwabena Yeboah, here seated already, but I see some of the GFA members in a room. I don't know if they're having a final meeting before we kickstart, but I'm here to see the head coach Otto, to also enter the premise of GFA. I don't know if he was here before I came or
Okay.
he's here to be. So far, so good. The preparation and then everything is on smooth running. We are praying that whatever we are going to hear today, although we are going to talk about it, are going to be something positive Ghanaians will be happy about. So, yes, my expectations are just brief. They should call the people we are expecting to be here.
Okay. So your expectations are brief. They should call the people we're expecting to be here. Which people are you
Yeah.
expecting them to be in the squad?
Yes. I'm actually expecting players who are on form, like especially youngsters. You know, most countries have gone away with some of the players they've been using about 10 years, 15 years ago. But we are in a situation where we are still using those players, and in 10 years, their effectiveness and then their efficiency is not being remarkable. So it's better we get rid of them and then bring in young guns who are hungry for success, who are ready to die for the flag of Ghana.
Okay, that's amazing. And I don't know if you've also heard this report. I understand that this morning, Hassan Odoi has accepted to join the Black Stars team. I don't know where that report is actually coming from. Have you heard that? And what do you make of that as well?
Please come again. I didn't get this.
Yeah, I said this morning I'm receiving reports that Callum Hassan Odoi has joined the Black Stars team, and I don't know if you've heard that report as well. And what do you make of that?
Yeah, well, someone called to ask, but then yes, he's in Ghana. He has been in Ghana since Friday or so, and then I also learned somewhere last week that the JFA has been talking to him, but then I'm not sure he's supposed to be part of the squad. If he's supposed to be part of the squad, like I understand we would have been pre-informed, but for now I'm not too sure, and I don't know if they've undergone the necessary processes in a low-key way, but that could be the only thing that could bring Callum Hudson-Odoi into the Ghanaian squad. But then, if not, I think it will take time because he's in Ghana. Obviously, he comes to Ghana normally to see his friends, Kim Promise, and others. So we can't conclude that he's in Ghana because of Black Stars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so I don't want to worry you that much. Thank you for your time and thanks for speaking with us.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, guys. So that is Augustine, Ghana Premier League extra on YouTube here. He's also doing amazing. So you can be checking him out for more updates. Okay, so right. I think let me just allow you. So when the program is about to begin, then I'll connect you again, and we will take it from there.
All right.
Okay, so I'll give you a call, or when the program is about to begin, or you think there's something that we need to capture, then quickly you prompt me on WhatsApp, then I'll reconnect you then. Take it from there.
All right, sure.
Okay, make sure you also get us some footage so that we upload later for the viewers too.
All right.
Okay,
No, yeah.
thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Yes, so that is talking of Bright. Yes, from the Ghana Football Association. Everyone is seated. All the journalists are seated, but we are waiting for Otto and his guys to appear so that we take it from there. So just stay with us. We'll connect you to take all the squad on this channel. I know many are expecting a lot of new players, a lot of surprises, as it has been reported in the news feed. But let's see how things will go. So I've seen returns. It says, so do we need a party to name a squad? Okay, so you're trying to say, do you need to have a party? Okay, guys, don't jubilate because they might be in the squad. Oh, but who is jubilating because they will not be in the squad? For me, the day's form is good, and I think if he gets called up, I'll not be really surprised because his form is good. Just that we've heard that Otto is really ready to make some changes in the squad. That is why the day I used name came up that he's not going to be in the squad. But let's wait and see how things open out on that front. So I don't know if Derek is around. But guys, you can still join. I'll leave the
Yep.
link. Okay, so Derek is around. So guys, I'm also pasting the link in the comment box. You can click it, then you log in and you join us. Then we have short conversation before the squad announcement actually begins. So Derek, yes, we've spoken a lot about the squad, and lest I forget, are you also expecting some players who plays in the Ghana Premier League here to end call up because the conversation has been around they are abandoning the locally based players and other stuff? Are you actually looking forward to see some of them in the squad?
I really want to. I think the ones who have obviously earned call up and merit, the ones who've been playing well should definitely get a call up. I think a lot of our boys they have the heart to play for the team,
Okay.
and I think they definitely deserve to also get a chance.
So for you personally, you're expecting some of the boys. Can you name one or two?
Ah, not to my knowledge. No, I can't. Because I'm not really a person who obviously isn't watching much of the Ghana Premier League.
Okay.
Um, but I really do hope at least one or two get in. I had a couple of names, but I've just forgotten them.
Okay. Okay. I think one player that I'm expecting him to make the squad is Asante Konoko's goalkeeper, and that is talking of Frederick.
Frederick,
Aside,
yes,
yes, I think
yes.
he made the last time he made the squad, and this time around I think he can also make it. Okay. ANGG says Richmond Lamptey needs to play. Richmond, unfortunately, he's also picked up an injury. So recently, if you have been watching Kodoko games, you get to know that Richmond is not featuring for them, and that is why Richmond is not in there. Uskali, personally, I feel it's more about giving new players call up. They should allow to feature in matches as well. Okay. Look at Ibrahim Osman. Yes, it's true. I think Ibrahim Osman. We have to have a conversation about this guy. The guy came in for the games against Nigeria and Uganda, and he had barely 1 minute and additional time to play against Uganda, and I think it wasn't fair.
Man, but he's a talent. He's definitely a
Okay.
talent. I've definitely been watching him obviously out in Northern. I think he's somebody
Okay.
who has a lot of energy. Like
Okay.
I see him obviously within that midfield. He could be a really good slot in the middle,
Yeah.
especially in front of the defense. I think if we give him a chance, he can definitely do well for the team.
Sure. But do you think Otto is really giving some of the players that opportunity? Because looking at Osman Ibrahim like this, as the guy is saying, a very good winger at FC Northland did so well in the season. And friendly matches against Nigeria, Uganda, I was thinking that at least he should have given the boy like 45 minutes for us to see what he can also do. But we didn't get that. And the minutes that he gave to the boy was just like the time he introduced Konisdorfer against Nicaragua ahead of the World Cup 2022. Just the diamonds of the game. And if you're a player and you are introduced around that time, basically, what can you add to the team?
Yeah, I think it's especially if you're. I think during those friendlies was the best time for Otto to definitely test out a lot of the young guys, especially a player like Osman. Um, it was something which I personally was not happy about because these sort of players who are obviously developing well, you need to give them a lot more game time, especially to acclimatize to the team. I mean, you can't just bring them on a dime to the game and then expect them to do something. Like you have to give them more opportunity to actually shine and actually play with the players. So yeah, it was something which I personally thought you could have introduced him earlier.
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about the World Cup games itself. Do you think Ghana Mali we can do something? Okay, so guys, I'll be putting your comments on the screen. If you also want to join us, the link will be in the comment box, and I'll be taking some of the comments as the conversation goes on. Do you think Ghana Mali we have something to show?
I think we definitely have something to show. I mean, look, Ghana is still, as I say, Ghana is still Ghana. We still have quality. We still are a team that is able to obviously put up a fight and play well. Um,
Okay.
that's to whether we can win the game. That one
Hmm.
is definitely something to.
That
That one's
one,
definitely
that one,
something.
You are not sure.
Yeah, that one I'm not sure. But I think if it all depends on how Otto
Okay.
decides to obviously line up, and then whether the boys are also ready to play. If they are ready to play and actually play for each other, fight for each other, and
Okay.
Otto, lines them up with, with the right mentality and obviously the right tactics, I think they can definitely do well.
Okay. So, what will be the best result for us in that game from your end?
The best result would be a win, but
Okay.
the
Okay.
best result would be a win. I think if
Hmm.
especially if we want to move forward into qualifying for this World Cup, we have to win. But a draw, a draw will be better than a loss.
Okay.
Anything but a loss right now would be good.
Yeah, that's great. And coming home against Central African Republic.
I guess Central African Republic, to be honest, especially at Baba Yara, we have the home advantage. I mean, within our recent record, we usually have done well playing at Baba Yara. But again, it will not be an easy match. I think Central African Republic are a strong squad. Physically, they're very strong. They have a
Okay.
lot of they have a lot of good players. But
Mm,
I really believe that we can do something against Central African Republic in Ghana. I think we can definitely go for a win there. Against Mali, it will be a bit tough. I mean, both games will both be both tough, but with the home advantage, I think we can get something against Central African Republic.
yeah. But if you can recall, the last time they came to Ghana, it was a tough game. In fact, they scored first. I was in Kumasi that time when they scored first, then Ghana equalized in the first half from Kudus Mohamed, the free kick. And later on, we had NS Nuama who scored from Semenyo's assist. So it wasn't all that easy for Ghana. And this coach actually knows our team. In fact, he's the coach who told Ghana that this AFCON was going to, the last AFCON we went was going to be worse than
Yes, it's
what we
going to be
went in
worse.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Raul Savoy. He really knows his tactics and his work. So I think we have to do something extraordinary. And Otuado, every indication shows that he's coming to build a team. So
Mm.
what should be our expectation? Are we to expect him to be winning with a team that he's building, or we should just lower our expectations for the coach?
Uh, the second comings are always difficult. It's never easy. I would say that I think Ghanaians should definitely, measure their expectations. Look, this is a young squad. I think the best thing for this squad to do is to just build confidence and start playing for each other. If they
Okay,
are to win, if they start winning, it will definitely boost their confidence. I think
okay,
with the players that we are getting, it's best that he gets players that will suit the philosophy that he wants to build, especially if we're talking
okay.
about the Ghana DNA. If he is implementing that into his style of play, then
Mm,
please, they have to get players that will fit that style and allow them to gel. Because if that doesn't
okay,
happen, yeah, it'll be
we should
difficult.
forget it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So, your general thoughts about um, I'm coming, I'm coming. About some of the players you think that they should be excluded from the squad because we've heard that there will be surprises. I don't know what kind of surprises. Your general thoughts. Which players are you expecting them not to be in the squad?
Yes.
Let me-
This one is tough. Me personally, if
Hmm,
we're talking about the senior players, I think the biggest topic has been around Capito. I think Capito has definitely done well for Ghana. He's
yeah.
he's definitely served the nation well. But as for me personally, I would definitely
Okay.
exclude him out of the
Okay.
squad. Reason because I think even though in terms of experience, he has a lot to offer, but playing, I think they should definitely go with players who would definitely suit the now, especially around what Otuado's trying to implement. The
Okay.
other players, I think, um, it's tough because I'm personally a big fan of Amati, but I think Amati may also be excluded from this thing.
Okay.
Simply because I think the direction in which Otto and the style of play Otto is trying to go to, I think Amati may not be included. Personally, even though I would include Jordan, but I would not play Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why I say I will not play Jordan, Jordan has experience. Obviously, he's followed the ball play, his positional awareness. He tracks well. He's hardworking.
Okay.
He's hardworking for the team. But in terms of progression, forward play, he slows down
Okay.
the play very easily. And
Okay.
I think that's been one of the weaknesses when, especially on that left hand side. So
Hmm.
I would say those two. I think Amate. I think Capito. Um, yeah, I think those would be the two that would be excluded. I think the other experienced heads may be there. I think Odoi will still be there. Obviously, yeah, defense will speak for itself.
Wow, that's great. I don't know what to add because for me, I've been talking about all these things all this while. I think like for me, let me also take my own question and do justice to that. I think Andrea, you for me, I think he should be in the squad. You know, his form is good. His form is good. Amate, as you said, Amate for him has not been consistent in recent times. Even though he had a funeral where he had to return to Ghana
Mm,
for those funeral and other stuff, and afterwards returning to the side, he has not been consistent. Even when he began playing this season for Besiktas, he was playing more of like a DM, a six, for the team. So he doesn't look like a center back right now for me who can be reliable because sometimes he leaves a lot of spaces behind and his pace is also a little bit questionable, even though his ball reading abilities is one that I really like in the Black Stars team. Anytime a
mm,
centre back is at fault, you see Amate recovering. For that, I always salute him for that. But in terms of form, I think we have some good centre backs at the moment.
yeah.
You mentioned Alexander Jiku. He's doing so well for Fenerbahce this season, helping them to play second, having about 99 points behind the team that had 101 points. That is Galatasaray. They also had 102, I think, just 2 points different. Then you also have now this guy Abdul Mumin
At the
of
moment.
Rav Alakano. Yes, he has also been solid. Then we can talk about Jeremy Opoku for Istanbul Başakşehir. He has
Mm,
also been solid for them. There is one boy at FC Basel. I think going forward, we need to have a serious conversation about him. His name is Jonas Eje Ajete. I don't know if you have heard him. Jonas
yes,
Ajete.
yes, I
Very,
have. Yeah,
very
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah. He's very
center
good.
back. One of the best in the Swedish Super League right now. This season, he made team of the week like 4 or 5 times, and his
Yes.
ratings are always that super. He played in Ghana here for Great Olympics before he moved on to go and play over there. So I think Ghana we have some good centre backs that I think we can still rely on. Not forgetting Mohamed Salisu. He's also back from Monaco playing so well, even though he
Mm,
had a horrible AFCON. But I think his quality is there if he actually plays which a way that will suit him, we can also get the best out of him. So looking at the options that we have, I think we still have good centre backs in the absence of a player like Amate. So for me, I would do away with Amate at the moment and maybe consider some other ones. At the moment, the last time he was given a call up, the player decided not to play. He gave excuse of focusing on the club side at the moment because he wants to really get the opportunity and play consistently. So around Chris Hitchens' time, the player did not honor the call up. So
mm,
he was also excluded from the AFCON squad because at that time the coach has never tried him and he cannot just call him and take him to AFCON.
yeah.
But as of now, I don't know the conversation that has gone on whether the player is ready to play for Ghana or otherwise. We just have to wait and see. ANG says Jiku is our best centre back in the AFCON. He was so good against Cape. Okay, that's great. I've seen Augustine. Let me add Augustine, then I take some few thoughts. Okay, Augustine, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you, Chairman.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm coming. Let me take some few messages. Solomon Agbesi of Dreams FC should make the squad. Okay, very good goalkeeper from there. I've also been following him. That is from Have Fun. Have Fun. Thank you. I appreciate you. Then I have Emmanuel Kwesiatiga says it will be a very difficult game, but commitment to play can get us something from the game. Amazing. That's great because Ghana it's always Ghana. Is the squad out? Patrick? No, not yet out. Otto is expected to announce the squad at 11 a.m. So I called my rep at that is talking of Ghana Football Association headquarters right now, and the squad is yet to be announced. So when they are about to start, I'll connect him. So we take everything live on this channel. This is from Chris Daniel says, please call. Let me give you my prediction about the squad. Okay, then please call him. Call him. I've posted a link. I'll also paste it again in the comment box. Then you join us. I can take six at a time. So I've seen I have three here. So more or three more people can also join. Those expecting Odoi, please close your mind. He's off to USA for holidays. Wow. Lawrence Baby. Lawrence Baby says Odoi is off to USA to enjoy his holidays. Yo, I don't know of that, but we'll see. Please, Oskani, can you bring me up so I can give my prediction? Oh, then you have to join. You have to join us via the link. I'll post the link in the comment box again. That's Praise Daniel. Flomo James says GFA should let the coach work freely, no imposition of players. I'm very sure that's so I don't if you want someone to impose for you or impose on you, I don't know. Francis Esuma says it is possible Ghana can do it. Okay, Francis, thank you. Chris Daniel says, please send the link again. Okay, I'll send it right now. Then Ghana is going to be up there. Then he brought us some emojis. Emmanuel Boateng says, although is not expecting to join, okay, he's not expecting to join the squad. His energy level has come down. Are you talking about Dennis Odoi, Professor right back? Then Derek, great analysis. I only differ with you on Jordan. Jordan is the reason why Gideon Mensah plays well. Okay, thank you for your thoughts. So I've also posted the link again in the comment box. We need Comoros to drop points. Well, but even if they don't drop points, we have to get them in Ghana here and defeat them. So that is it. Now, let me come to Augustine. Augustine, what's up?
Oh, Chairman Addo and you.
Charlie, me too, Ade. Charlie, talk to us. The squad is about to be announced. What are your thoughts on the squad?
Oh, good morning to everyone watching us live. Now I was suggesting that the captain Andrea you should be excluded from the squad. Although he
Okay.
has a form and all stuffs, but I think right now it's time for Utuadu to bring up with the young and energetic squad so that they can prove their best. It seems we have seen the Dayu for past times doing a lot, but I think it's
Yeah.
time for the current boys to show something that they can also prove to the Ghanaians so that we will know that we are still having
Okay.
like people who can do something
Mm.
in place of the DIU and staffs. That's what I think.
So for you think you've seen the Dayu for that long,
But
so we should give opportunities for new players to also come in.
yes, yes. We have
So
seen
so
all his capabilities. You see
mm,
now. Please you carry on.
okay. So which player are you expecting him to come in and replace the Dayu?
As for the DIU's position, that number 10, I think now that place has been given to Mohamed Kudus or something like
Okay.
that. That's what me I see. Because sometimes they use Kudus as number 7 or so, but most of the time
Yeah.
they use him as a four striker, like playing that position of the 10. So I
Okay.
think Kudus is the right guy for that position. So they should find a new winger like that Kalemodoy. No, that guy who just came in this morning that there is a rumors or something like that say he joining the
Yeah. Yeah.
Blaster or something.
Yeah.
Now I
Awesome.
was thinking said that guy should come so that yeah, something like that. So that as for Ghana, one problem that I've noticed is that somebody like Jordan Ayew, he is very good. But the problem here is when the ball is with him, he can dribble a lot, but he doesn't move fast with the ball to create any,
Okay. Space
you
or
know,
opportunity.
to like put any fear into that defense. He
Okay.
always wants to dribble to cause free kick and those stuffs. So you see, as
Yeah.
for that one too, it takes time a lot. Uh-huh. So to quicken up the Rangers, so they should bring that guy in.
Okay, I don't know if you guys, let me mute you guys so that. Okay, so Kwadjo, I've seen that Kwadjo has joined us, but he's at the backstage. So Kwadjo, I'll pick you later. Okay, so yes, I think you've made your points. According to Augustine, the DIU has offered enough for Ghana, and it is time that we have to give opportunity to other players to also come here and showcase what they can do. So, guys, we are still waiting for the squad to be announced. Don't hesitate; it is yet to begin. When they actually begin it, I will bring it to you. So, let me just tell my guy to join us again so that we take feed from there. Okay, okay, okay. We want to see how things are going from there. So he'll join us very soon. I've seen Chris Daniel backstage. I've seen Desmond also backstage. Yes, I'll be adding you guys, so don't worry. So let me add, or let me ask. Okay, I think Baku Junior came, so let me add Baku Junior. Um, okay, Baku, you're welcome.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm also doing good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, like for me, I've been following your sports for like a while now because I'm not like in Ghana. So anytime I want to see what's going on with the Black Stars, I always come to your channel. So like really thank you. I don't watch football, I only watch Black Stars, even though they hate us all the time. But yeah, I have
Yeah,
no
we are
idea
still
what like
Ghanaians.
we are still Ghanaians, we still have to follow them and all that. So for me, like what I've noticed like for a while now, it's like we don't have consistency in our collabs. Like it's like
Okay.
almost all the time there are new people. And one of the things I also see about the journalists is like sometimes they go and watch one player who maybe is upcoming doing well, not like they should call him, they should call him, they should call him. So it's like all the time there are a lot of people that are supposed to be called. I think sometimes we should allow the coaches to keep like a certain consistent squad over a particular time, then if they also allow young players to develop properly, because sometimes they bring the players don't deliver well and they never get to call them again. Do you understand? So I think sometimes we should allow them to we should find you guys. I believe when you guys speak they listen, so you should allow them to like have like a consistent squad, unless a player is
Okay.
injured then they can replace them. But it's like every time call this person, this person is playing in Europe, call this person in Italy. Like I feel like it's sometimes too much. We should allow the young players to develop properly. Then when they come, they can really justify themselves. Else they come and they don't get called again, and also it affects the consistency. Imagine a midfielder playing with a different midfielder on this particular game. In the next game, they are playing with a different one. We do that. We are not going to go forward. To be honest with you, yeah,
Wow, that's great. I also appreciate you always watching me, always liking, commenting, and doing all the good
yeah,
stuff. I appreciate. Yeah. So, what he's saying, I think I kind of agree. As a national team, you should have a pool of players that you should be inviting from, maybe about 20, 30 or I'll say 35-man squad.
Mhm.
Unless you see an exceptional talent
Exceptional
that you
talent.
can
Yeah,
you can actually bring the player in. You don't always have to be changing the squad. But if
recycling.
maybe
Yeah,
a player is also in the team not doing well consistently, then you have to replace. I think
yes,
what
yes,
you
I
said
agree with
is
that.
really,
Hmm.
really, really so true. Yeah, thank you
Hmm.
for your
Yeah.
great, submission.
Anyways,
So
let's hopefully let's see.
okay, okay. So let me quickly add Chris to also add his thoughts. So be waiting for me. I'll come back to you, Babu. Chris, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to be on
Okay,
your
so
platform because I've been following you on this one and I've always wanted this opportunity. Thank you so much for
thank
this
you.
opportunity, bro.
It's a, it's a,
Yeah.
it's a great pleasure for me. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on
Um,
the squad yet to be announced? Let me connect my guy soon. So, what are your thoughts?
the expectations, let me say, are very high, but in all, we have a leader. So whatever names he comes out with, all we need to do is to support him, to back him up with our support. And the outcome we give glory to God. Before I give a
That's
little
right.
thought about the squad, I have something small to share with you, especially my brother Osikeni. Um,
Okay.
this thing I've been watching and I can see most of you bloggers or who blog about the sports, you always hit on that same note. And I will say that your
That's right.
platform is a very big platform that I know that most Ghanaians basically depend on you to know the issues of the blacks, especially the national teams. So I feel
Okay.
there are some things we should be realistic to it. Now,
Okay.
let's look at this. You see a whole coach, a whole national coach, inviting a player who has not been consistent in his club side in a national
Mm-hmm.
team, and you also be coming out and be like, Coach Utuado is really interested in Edmonado, so either he's playing or not playing, he'll still invite him. No, you have to clear that thing. You need to let him know because I'm telling you, I may not know, but I know he follows you people and listen to what you people say. That sometimes he will take some advice from whatever you people say. So sometimes you need to hit on the nail, hit the head of the nail. Let the people know that this player is not performing and he's not supposed to be in the squad. Forget about the fact that the coach has interest in the person or whatever, but let the people who follows you know that yeah, this person is not performing and he doesn't deserve to be in the squad. Now you see, there's this midfielder in I think the leading club in the Ghana Premier League. There's this midfielder. I guess he has 8 goals or so.
So is it Emmanuel
Samate's,
Keyeke? Emmanuel
I
Keyeke?
guess so. Samate's. This guy, this guy is and Baba Idrisu playing for Blasters, and this guy would never end the corner. How? Where is this thing done? Where? It's never done anywhere. We have good players. England, for instance, England, they have good players. But look at this small 17 years old, 19-year-old boy, Kobe Menu. Because of his performance, he's earning a call up, and these players are there who are not earning a call up in the national. For instance, Rashford didn't earn a call up. You understand? Rashford is playing day in, day out. But because of the performance, he's not earning. But you see Blaster
Yeah.
calling up Idrisu
Jadon
Baba.
Sancho
How?
too didn't earn call up. Jadon Sancho too didn't earn call up. Okay, so please hold on for me. Let me add Bright. Bright is here, so quickly. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Chris. Bright.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Otuado
So
is
I
seated.
think now,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yes.
sure. Okay, so please hold it like that and let's go. Let's go straight forward.
The coach of the Black Stars, Mr. Otto.
So guys, we are taking the squad. Let's actually have some patience after that, then we'll talk.
FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Mali and Central African Republic. It will be recalled that in March this year, the Football Association announced that Coach Otto is taking over as the coach of the Black Stars following our exit from the African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. So the Football Association put a team together to select the next coach of the Black Stars, and upon exhaustive processes, they settled on Mr. Otto as the next coach of the team. Now, further to that, we also announced that the team will be playing 2 international friendly matches in Morocco. You remember that we played against the Eagles of Nigeria, which ended 2-1, and then we played the Cranes of Uganda, which ended 2-2 in Morocco in March, after which he returned to Germany to finally hand over at Borussia Dortmund, and so he is here on a long-term contract as the coach of the Black Stars. Now, in the first week of next month, we have 2 very important FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The first one will be against the Eagles of Mali in Bamako on June 6th, and the second one will be against Central African Republic, the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi on June 10th. We announced last week that the team will begin camping on Thursday, May 30th here in Accra. Training sessions will be held for a period of 6 days in Accra at the University of Ghana Stadium. And then the team shall depart the borders of Ghana on Tuesday, June 4, for Bamako. The first game is on the 6th, so we shall have 2 days in Bamako prior to the match. After that game, immediately after the match, we shall return to Ghana, precisely Kumasi, where the team will be lodged for a period of 4 days. So on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the team will be lodged in Kumasi. And then on the 10th, we shall play against the Central African Republic in the other Group I game. Now, before I hand over the microphone to the head coach, I would like to mention that we've got some of our technical team members here with us. We've got our assistant coach, John Pinto. Please, let's acknowledge him. We have our goalkeepers trainer, Otto Addo, also here. The technical director of the Football Association, Professor Joseph Laminta, is also here. We've got staff members of the Football Association. I can see my colleague, as meant, chairman of the Regional Football Association, executive council member, Samuel Mabri, General Marabi, in charge of marketing, Neil Armstrong, head of PR and strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to obvious reasons. The following players are injured, which is why they couldn't make the squad. They are as follows. Baba Idrisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Iñaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the squad. Majid Ashimeru couldn't complete the Cup of Nations and returned to Anderlecht. He's been playing in and out of their squad. He has a left calf muscle tear, so he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pinto has a hamstring injury. Nathaniel Ejay was in the squad until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amati, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury consent. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I'll hand over to Coach Otto Addo. But before I take your questions, I would like to find out from him how it feels to be back and not on a part-time basis, but on a full-time basis as coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars. Thank you. Thank you very much for the nice introduction. And to the injury, let me please add long-term injuries as like COVID and I spoke to them and made the good way to come back. Hopefully they will come back soon to join us and this needs to stage was to wish them all the best in recovery. Ghana misses you and I hope that you will come back soon. Thank you very much for your kind words. I'm really, really excited and happy to be here, to be back. This was not easy, but the FA had a lot of good talks with Dortmund, and even though I still had 1 more year contract, we managed to get out, and I'm back to be home. I'm happy to be home, and I'm back home now. Really, really excited and looking forward to the next match. It will be difficult, very, very difficult. Especially like we are some points behind the first place, and as you know, only the first place will qualify. But it's a tough situation, but looking forward for the game, and I think we will manage. Okay, thank you very much for your opening remarks, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for us to take your questions. You raise your hand. So first, before that, let's go to the squad. I am in a hurry. Okay,
So we are now going to the squad itself.
Tell us your squad, or present to us your squad for the next 2 leagues. Okay. For the goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atiji Ziggy from Zambia. We have Joseph Wallacott from Hibernia. We have Frederick Asari from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Gideon Menza from Auxerre, Ebenezer Annan from Novi Pazan, and Mohamed Salisu as Monaco, Jerome Opuku from Başakşehir, Istanbul. Then we have Abdul Mimin from Rayo Vallecano, Alexander Jiku from Fenerbahçe, Istanbul. We have Aliou Seydou from Stade Rennes. We have Tariq Lamptey from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Norma from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samad from RC Lens. And we have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Edmond Addo from Rapid Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from Alger Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from St. Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Iswaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Northland. We have Kamadin Sulmana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named. Your comments are welcome now before you go for your questions, please. Silence, please. The floor is open for your questions. Raise your hand to tell us your name and your.
Andre Ayew is out of the squad. Andre Ayew is out of the squad. So, guys, before the questions actually comes in, let me give you the squad again in case you didn't get it. Goalkeepers, yes, we have Lawrence Atizgi, Joseph Wallacott, and Frederick Asari.
I'm more interested.
Okay, so let's take the question.
About the projects that the names of the players. Do you know about the Ghana football game and the football game, and how does it fit into your 3-year or long-term plan? Thank you.
Okay, so let's take the answer.
I can't really say that I know everything about Ghana's DNA. I think Ghana has a great history, football history, with great players in the past. We had really, really good times. In the last really, really good times, where players like Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Traoré, a lot of players were in the best form. I think for me, Ghana football stands for good football. This is maybe I want to use the opportunity. It's difficult to promise victories because of football you can be better than your opponent, and at the end they will score and they will win, or one slight mistake will happen. But I think I will take the opportunity to be brave enough to promise you that we will play good football. Because I've been studying football for a very, very long time. And for me, the boys, especially in Ghana, they like to play with the ball. This is how they grow up when they're playing on the streets. This is what I want to implement. And I think this is the easiest thing to implement because they will have joy having the ball, trying to dominate. I know that we will face opponents sometimes which are stronger than us, where we need to defend more. But in general, I want to bring back to the joy of the ball. I want to create a culture, and this, I think, has been the culture in the past, not to be fearful when you have the ball. I know that there's high demands on the players. It's difficult difficult times, and there's a lot of pressure on the players. But I want to take the pressure away to allow them to do mistakes, because this is the only way we can, in long term, we can give them the confidence to play what they can. We know what they can, and if you walk around the streets of Ghana, you see kids play, you see what they are able to do, and this is what is in our players. And it's my job to bring it out, to bring in a culture with good habits, because good games don't come just like this. It comes with good preparation to prepare the world as good as I can with my coaching staff, which are helping me, and to bring in their ideas, to bring in their knowledge, and together I think we can create for the long term a very, very good Ghana national team. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So Otto Addo was asked about his approach, how he's going to build a new team, and according to him, he says that yes, in as much as he wants to win games, sometimes he'll be defensive, but what he wants to implement is attacking football, influence on the pitch, and play entertaining football.
My name is Yari. I want to ask, when Mr. Henry was mentioning those that are injured, he never mentioned of Eddie Ali, but in your unless your squad, he's not in the squad. And getting to the latter part of the season, he had a very good season. Please, with all due respect, can you give me the technical know-how why he wasn't included in the list? Or is it because the pressure from Ghanaians that he has paid his dues, so probably he should end? And secondly, my another question is that I want to know the kind of coach that you are. Are you a Pep Guardiola type of coach? Or are you a Jose Mourinho type of coach? And after you've given me or you've chosen your role model as a coach, you give me reasons why you coach that coach, and give me the tactical know-how.
Interesting question. Yeah. So, guys, yes, he's asking of why the DI is not in the squad and the coach approach on playing games.
The frame is long, we have enough time to answer all these questions at time as best as possible. And so the first thing, and you asked about Andre. So I had a long talk with Andre, personal. I visited him and gave him the reasons why he's not in the squad at the moment. And I usually have it like this, that I don't talk too much about the players who are not in the squad, more about those who are in the squad. And for me, I can say I don't like to I talk to players directly. I don't like to give information out about what we spoke about. So he's not part of the squad at the moment. And Andre is, as everyone knows, a legend. He's a living legend of Ghana. What he has reached, it's unbelievable what he did for the country. It was a difficult decision, to be honest, because I like him. I like him as a person and also as a player. But this is the decision we took, and like I said, it's not like we totally agree, but I give him the explanation, and so I don't want to take it to another extent and say some things that people will write about and things like that. And I know it's difficult maybe for you. It's best to understand this, but I don't want to make it bigger than it is. Like I said, I have big respect for him. He's a living legend. He holds a record in games and played for the national team. He has, achieved things that just a few players from Ghana has achieved. And it's very, very difficult to leave him out at the moment. But at the end, he has to take decisions. The best decision what I think for the team, and this was one part of the decisions. And the type of coach, I don't know. For me, I always try to learn. I'm a coach who wants to learn, who wants to listen, who wants to take advice, even from lower ranked coaches. I'm always open for discussions with other coaches. So I'm a learning coach, and I learn a lot from Guardiola, I learn a lot from Mourinho, I learn a lot from other coaches I learned. Also, things that you should do as a coach. So I'll take everything that get inside my head about coaching and try to take the best one for. And this is me. At the end, I think a mixture of everything. I can play defensively, I can play offensively, I can play the mix, I can make changes, sensible changes, I think. And whenever it takes, I can, yeah, and I think I'm good at reading the game, how the game goes, and I'm good in predicting things to happen. And yeah, it's, yeah.
All right, yes. So according to the coach, yes, Andrea is not in the squad because okay, let's take this message.
It's mostly, you've seen most of these boys are new guys in the system. So I don't know whether when the Black Stars is in a state of rebuilding or some kind of something. And then again, Jonathan Soa, who was part of the African squad, is having a fine season where he's playing to survive. I think they're
yeah, like I said, I mean, like I talked to, I think, 30 players. Some I even visited them, like some I tried to visit, but I couldn't because my time was very, very short. And I talked to all of them, those who were not invited, who were part of the AFCON last season, and explained a lot of things to them. And for me, it's easier because I have the bright picture. I see all the players, I compare them, and then I decide also which player fits into my playing style and my idea for the game. And so for the player as such, it's difficult because he just sees himself. And I think it's difficult to explain because I have to compare Jonathan, for example, with other strikers and then to see what I need for our 2 games. And at the end, I took this decision. So it would be good, I think, that you take it like this, the squad. It's difficult to talk about players who are not in the squad. And like I said, it's difficult for me to give out some reasons in public. I discussed it with the player, explained it to him, and I think it's good to the next question.
All right, so Otto was asked about Andrea Yu's explanation and Jonathan Soa. Okay, let's
just want to know the parameters for which you are being judged by your contract. You know, it's a 3-year contract. And you spoke about your first thing, you spoke about the team being a rebuild. You want to know, are we still in a rebuild? Are we ready to win going into the next AFCON? Are you expected to qualify the team to the AFCON? So that means when we are assessing you can be a bit fair.
All right, so this one is asking about the coach targets or parameters to judge the coach, whether to meet or fit to take us to World Cup. Let's check it out.
To ask me if I assess if I qualify or not, I think I'm not the right person to answer that question, but surely the aim is to qualify. At the moment we are in the 4th position, only the first one will go through. It will be difficult, especially in the next away game in Mali. They have a very, very strong squad. But the aim is to qualify, but it's also the aim from the other. So it's about having the right team culture. And this is the number one thing of what we try to build, the culture, long-term culture, surely habits in the team, habits about work ethic, about being disciplined, about on and off the pitch, and surely to prepare them well. So this is our part to get the pitch, to prepare them well, about to make them know about what's going to happen in the game. And once they know, they have an advantage to make better decisions on the pitch. And this is our job. And like I said, what I want to be assessed with should be the way we play. I can't really, like I said, I can't predict. We will have good times, we will have bad times. There are just a few coaches in the world who lose rarely. I know that we also lose matches maybe, but in the long-term process, what I want to be assessed on should be the way we play. And I think we showed, even though we went out, showed when we played against Nigeria, when I came the first time, that we played good football, not only that we caught, but we played good football, offensively, but also defensively. Even at the World Cup, we had, let's say, good phases when we played good football. And this is what I want to have permanent in every game. I know we, like human beings, we can't be perfect all the time, but I want us to be brave, to play good football. And this is where you can judge me on. And at the end, I'm a strong believer that in the long term, if you play good football, it will benefit and the results also come. And surely at the end, it's a result sport, and now we judge, or will be judged by the results 100%. And the contract goes 2.5 years. And after that, I will be judged, and hopefully we win a lot of games so that the judgments are not that hard.
There is a hand at the back.
Okay, yeah. So Coach Otto Addo was asked about his targets and how he should be judged. And he said that yes, he's looking forward to play well and look forward to win games, a lot of games. He don't want to lose. Every coach don't want to lose. But he's looking forward to win a lot of games. Because the sound is somehow low, that's why I try to check this. So yeah, thank you. Let's concentrate on the rest.
Most of the German young coaches are very mechanical. You play a kind of football for routing. You kept mentioning about how you want your team to play. Should Ghanaians expect your team, or are we expecting a routed kind of football from you?
So yes, this person is asking about the style of play.
Not 100% new, so everybody knows how to play, and so me, I think I have like 4, 5, 6 systems in my head which I can play. So I'm not like play like this. So I don't think I'm easy to predict. And yeah, so the tactics vary. They vary. So we have, and also varies with the opponent, and also varies with the players they have at that moment, that very moment. And surely I'll try my best to bring out their biggest strength. So I can't say I'll play like this or play like this. If the door breaks, is that bad? At least at the final of the championship. So maybe I should look that way.
Okay. I'll add it later. I'm putting them down.
I mean, in terms of building on success, the current administration has seen 4 coaches appointed, I think, on the feet. It's not looking good on the senior national team. From where you sit, what do you think, or what I want to get your thoughts on that, and also what do you say is the difference from the Otto we saw at the World Cup, the Otto coming now?
The first question, I was not there when the other coaches were there. I know when I had to go, because people have been asking me a lot about this and why I left, but this was part of the negotiation with Dortmund, that I'll be there for a certain term. After the World Cup, I have to come back. That's why I had to go back to Dortmund. And why other coaches didn't say I wasn't there to say anything about it. Today you have to ask the FA, not me. The second question was
What's the difference from the Otto we saw at the World Cup?
I think I grew up older. I learned a lot. Within these 2 years, or 1.5 years, I learned a lot.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'm better than before. So I'll try to bring my expertise into the game, my knowledge into the game, and like I said, to try to bring the knowledge of my technical team as well into the decisions, and hopefully we make the right decision to win the next game. This is what I'm thinking at the moment, and yeah, that's it.
All right. Coach. Good morning. I'm Samuel. Just two quick questions. Because Andre is now out, we don't want to leave here with step conditions. So my first question has to be with who's going to be the captain now. That's my first question. My second question, that's my first question. I don't want to speak to question. My second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay during the World Cup. After the game against silence, please. After the game against Uruguay.
Bright, can you take your earphone out so that we can hear the sound? Well, I don't know if you can take your earphone out, Bright.
Can you hear me now?
How that free will to work.
Yeah, because we want to hear the sound well. So if you can take your earphone out so that.
I mean, when you were talking, you mentioned that it was a very difficult decision for you. Now you are back.
Yeah.
Go back to the statement that how are you going to work now?
Okay, to be honest, let me say the microphone right. The first question again because it's too much for me.
Okay, so the first question has to be now Andre is out. So it's going to Thomas. Now the second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay and the person.
Okay, and actually, I never said this. You have to go back, make your research, and listen closely to what I said. And for me, I can just say, this comes to me. Me, I have a free mind. I'm totally free. I was happy the way the FA, because I heard a lot of stories before I came, let me do my thing. So, to be honest, I don't know if I can say it. The only pressure they gave me was to bring local players. The only pressure. And I will be looking at it, I will look even closer. Now that I'm full-time, I'm full-time appointment. I will look closer. I will look closer to the league. I will observe the league live, not only a video. Live, like I will be here, I will be watching, we go around, I will be watching, I will try to help as much as I can. I will look very, very close for me. If a player is good, it's good. That doesn't care where it comes from, where it plays. If I like a player, I will take it. And I will look very close to find players from locally, very, very close. So I'll be doing my tours, I'll be watching games, I'll be traveling, and I'll have time for this, and I'll use the time to watch it, especially locally. I will think.
So according to the coach, yeah, he's still going to focus on games. Okay. Extends my sound, don't worry. Okay, then I will not talk much. Just remove it. Okay.
And you are back for the second stint. What would you consider personally to be success after your tenure ends? The second question is very the training. What are we allowed to come?
I'll take both questions. So the first one, look in 10 years, you said? Yeah.
What would you consider success after your tenure?
Like I said, good football, but at the end, good football will end in good results. And if anybody at the end of the day will say the way we played was bad, then I take it as my loss. Like I said, sometimes in football, it's whether the ball goes on the post and in or out, it's inches which can decide about your future. And it's very difficult to predict results, but I'm a strong believer if you prepare well, if you give the players the joy and they have the joy with the ball, if you give this to the player the chance to play with the ball, to bring out the biggest strength, then I'm very, very convinced that we will be successful. Okay. Yes. Actually, yeah, I'm not there to make, as always, we always have to make changes here and there. So, but we'll give out shortly a day where we have open training session. And I know it's very, very important for the Ghanaians also to see the players. I really understand this. But for me, the biggest concern is because we having just 6 days, 7 days of preparation.
I will have everyday tactical sessions because, like I said, I'm a strong believer of giving out knowledge and want the players to know what they have to do. In turn, they are leading. In turn, we are leading in terms of I don't know. We get a red card. I want to go through every scenario, and therefore I have to prepare the team tactically well. And if these tactics are being filmed, and the opponent can see what we're doing, and then they can prepare well, I hope you understand that it won't benefit us. So for this, I have to say sorry for not letting all the sessions being open. I'm very sorry.
So essentially what he's trying to say is that to make an announcement as regards which of the training sessions will be open to the public.
Yes.
At the moment, no decision has been made yet. Thank you.
My name is Kuzurok. I work with the Daily Graphic and Graphic Sports. Coach, the last time that you were here, you left after you saw out your deal. Does it feel like you are coming back because you have some unfinished business? And I would like to know what that business is.
Ghana.
I mean, that's silent. So the last time I came,
Interesting question.
we did it, and I think we were pretty close, even though we lost 2-0 in the 2-1. We were pretty close to the next stage. And for me, it's never, it's not an unfinished business. For me, it's just like an opportunity for me personally to get the best out of the boys. The last time I was called, we didn't do well at the AFCON. This time, and also we have to be honest, we didn't do well, so we are not on top of Africa at the moment. And if this would have been the case, I wouldn't have been called. So for me, it's just to improve the players, improve the situation of the national team, and we try as much as we can to qualify for the World Cup. And I'm very, very convinced that we have the quality to do that. And this is the biggest aim at the moment.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, Coach. Begin the feeling to prepare that PPA. Question, why a coach from World Cup AFCON qualified before AFCON? Goalkeepers in the game, their ball distribution, they kind of have 50 ball distribution from a single goalkeeper. Then you will level I see the players. They are coming opponent. Back up, pass and back. Then I'll leave a big brief goalkeeper. Power band on the book. I'm a goalkeeping department. I just saw the problem.
The 7th farmer. Training, staff, distribution. So, but in general, Brian Law, Mayor, coach, 2022. Who was statistics? I was statistics. Okay. I like your team. Please let's know Kelvin.
Kelvin also has Coach, we know you've been a talent developer for quite a long time. I know this last season have been coming young talented footballers. Will they always have the priority in any selection you make, and how is that going to feed into you building a very solid national team that can pass the test of time?
The only thing, the only way it can feed into my suggestion is like, but this has been done before as well. There were always young talents who was being given the chance to play for the national team, and I'm open. For me, surely it's important to have experienced players in the team, surely, very, very important, because they can guide the young guys, but if somebody is good, you will always get a chance, and I don't care about their age.
Okay, coach, my name is Benjamin Owusu. Andrew broadcasting this week. First question is on Andrew. I know you have already answered very much, but I want to clear this so that every candidate clear its mind on the state of whether Andrew and you on in the national team. Please, is he coming back again in the national team, or the decision he took is at the moment because he's the general, he's the captain for the team and he has a lot of role in the team. So, will Andrew return to the team, or the decision he took is final decision on him? He's not coming back again in the team. The second one is a technical team. Chairman, assistant coaches, you see Flaman and also John Pinto and Lion. Please, was it a recommendation or is something that FA appointed itself for you? Please, kind of.
Well, the best question. Yeah, what I've learned about listening. I think there was a question about which coach I told me this. I would never say never. It's a coach, never, because I don't know what will happen next season. The door's always open. But this is a decision for this period, and that's it. And like I said, what I learned is never say never. So what will happen and. Yeah, but the backwood stuff, I mean, I had a lot of talks. And also there were some proposals from the FA. I also had a lot of talks with other coaches and at the end we decided, I mean, it was easier for me, especially with John. But I know that from the national team, so it's easier. I know that they're good human beings. So this is the first very, very important point for me, because I truly believe that once you know people personally and you know their character, it's easier to deal with them, especially in bad situations. So it was an easy choice for me, although, like I said, I had a lot of thoughts and a lot of people I also considered. So by the end, it was my decision. We had good talks, and like I said, it's easy, especially with John. We played the World Cup 2006 together, and we had a good relation there as well, and always kept contact. So it was an easy decision. With Joseph from Germany, I got to know him 1 year ago. We had a lot of talks, technical talks especially, and got to know his character through a friend who's a friend of his. So, yeah, at the end, I think from what I saw the last time we met in March, I made a very, very good decision. I'm very, very happy because especially these two boys are hardworking, very, very hard and high work ethic. Very, very good input what they gave me so far, and I'm very, very happy.
Joyce will take our Joyce.
The first question, goalkeepers. When you say brings goalkeeper, that was semi-final configurations now. The Diama goalkeeper, according to 500 aside. I know you're one. Two, now I think so many minimum players. Instead of it, HCI different benefit. What associate different to these players, fine or more learning from.
Goalkeeper choice. Yeah, I think it's done well. I think the team, especially, has done well to go far this stage. And we decide for Frederick because Frederick also has let us know about Frederick, like I said. But it's easier to speak about players who are here, not to talk about players who are not here. And Frederick gave me a really good impression. The games I saw, and he was injured for some time, and now he's back on track. And also, when we were training, he really did well training from what I saw. And I'm always close with Ryan, and Lion also assured that at the moment, Frederick is really in a very good condition, good form, and that's why we decided to go with Frederick. And he's a young player, the future belongs to him. We see how far it goes, and yeah, I think he's a good guy, good team player. Hard work ethic. He's listening. He's a learner. Last time he came, he cooperated well with other goalkeepers and the goalkeeper coach, and also with other players. Everybody likes him, so I'm happy that he's back again. Second question. Well, there's so many players to learn from. I mean, we have Thomas Partey, 29 years old, Doreen, 32 years old. We have Chico, 13. So we have a lot of experienced players who was been in the World Cup, who was done 2-3 African Cups. So there are a lot of players. I pick 1 year and then 2 from this.
Hello, Coach. I'm Devan. My question is practice your personality because I believe coaches your personality also counts. Look at at least 3 of you are former Black Stars players. Yourself, and you have also played at the World Cup before. What does it mean to have players that have played for the national team before as head coaches of the national team? And what does it mean when things get tough and your personality? How will it count when kids become too fun?
Okay, to be honest to you, it means nothing because you're being a good player doesn't mean that you have to be a good coach. This is the first thing. But surely the experience we had as players or playing at the World Cup, surely if we use it wise, we reflect on our experience. So it's the most important thing is not maybe the experience, but the reflection on the experience, which will help you to give better advice for those who are in the same situation we were 20 years ago. So this is what you have to think of before you meet the players. This is what we talk about, how we prepare before we meet, and then we give our expertise and our experience insights into the players and to the players to take good decisions. This is what we can do, and in this case, surely it helps. But the first thing is this is what we do. We have to reflect on our experience.
Okay, our final 2 questions. Gentlemen, sun is up. Take one from the back and one from
Good morning, Coach. I'm very
at the end. Sorry, I think there's so few ladies here to take all the ladies. Yeah, that's okay. Where are the people? You can go on, but at the end.
My question is about Abraham. You see what he's done this season. Before he was not invited for the last 3 weeks. There was an incident with Thomas Daly. He released a statement saying that he needs some time to clean his mind and for the next one. Have you spoken to him? What is the situation with him for this situation?
Yeah, sure. I've saw his performance. I've seen his performance. I talked to him, but at the moment he's not ready to come back. I don't know exactly what he experienced with the national team, but maybe I want to take this opportunity also to indicate that every one of us has a high responsibility. I don't know what happened after that game, but surely it affected him and his family, and I think we as human beings can do better than doing such things for somebody who's giving his best contribution. We have a lot of players who are sacrificing a lot. They can't be up there daughter's birthday party, they can't be at the wife's wedding, or not the wife's wedding, doesn't make sense. And the brother's wedding or sister's wedding, they don't go to funerals because they're here, and they sacrifice a lot to be with the team, to help Ghana to succeed. And when the answer is, when they don't perform, that we have to bully him and insult him, and I don't know, it doesn't, for me, it's not good, it's not good enough. This is not my responsibility, it's all of our responsibility, especially media. And for me, anybody who talks, and it's not like who's personal on somebody, you will never look it. In my eyes, you will never look it. That's why I won't talk openly bad about a player or whatever. I will never look it. And anybody who does it, whether it's right or wrong or whatever, you will never look it. If it's so personal, it's just maybe tactically or performance-wise, okay, that's okay. But if you go beyond that, I don't think it's helpful. And in this case, I think we would have needed him very, very much. I had a long talk with him. I didn't want to fly to his place to talk to him, but he was very, very sure that he won't come at this moment of time. He won't come back. And it's very, very sad, but it's our fault that he's not coming back.
The last one before I go to the ladies. Country.
Coach, I want to know if you do watch highlight of the Ghana Premier League. If yes, I want you to describe the standard of the Ghana Premier League.
It's difficult. There's so many teams. There's so many different players. And I don't think this is the right frame. We can talk about it another time, but this is the right frame to talk about because it's not like this is the standard. There's so many teams who have done well, and there are also some teams who need to improve. But it's difficult to measure because for me as an outsider, I don't know how much, let's say, money they have to build a team. What are the conditions? Everything. So it's very, very difficult for me to judge on the standard of the league. It's impossible.
Maybe we have to go to the women.
Thank you for the opportunity. Ghana's goal scoring abilities have been a challenge for us for some years now. And I would love to know from you if you can share with us what measures you put in place to make sure we overcome this challenge as we go forward.
I have a question. And I think this will be one of the parts we will work on and discuss it with the coaching staff. It's a very good question. And every game is different, I have to say. So sometimes you have more space which you can attack. Sometimes you have small space which makes it difficult for you to score. But there it's about creating solution. This is also one part of the training to be solutions. How we can score goals. And it's about players who hopefully will transcend these ideas on the pitch. But it's not easy. It's different in Europe. There are different conditions. There are different pitches. The weather is cooler, and so we have to adapt to the situations where we're in, and still we can do better. And we try our best to implement our ideas into how we can score.
Good morning, Coach. Welcome back to the Black Stars team. My question has to do with before the World Cup, we're speaking to a number of players, especially those who were born in the diaspora, and still we're hearing that Addo has agreed to play for Ghana. If it is true, how does he fit, or how will he fit into the team you want to start with in 2020?
My I don't know whether we are having a challenge now. I don't know. That's too bad. That's too bad. That's too bad.
Go to talk about the junior man and the boys which are here, and concentration is good on them, and we have to make anything happen to win this game.
Okay, we have to wrap up. Okay, okay, you speak. I'm sure you will hear.
So my name is Mabel Alubade. Congratulations, coach, on the training that last week. My question has to do with this game. You're talking about the way we are going to see that the game, but there are many of the players who are doing involved, but kind of self-growing game. So how are you going to see that they play as a team, they play football as a team, they play as a team?
I can't really judge on how they played before. I can just talk from my period of time when I was here as a national coach, and I think we really did well. And this is the same culture and habits which I want to implement into the team. And surely we will, the closer we get together and to support each other, the more success we will have. And this is what I try to implement. And I'm very, very sure the players.
It seems we are having some challenge with the network. Yeah. Let's be wrapping up. Let's be wrapping up. Let's be wrapping up and end everything. Okay, guys, I'm coming. We'll have a short convo. My guy's network is being a worry.
Understand?
There are two very difficult jobs in Ghana.
Where we are back.
One, the president of Ghana, and the coach of the Black Stars. You are the official coach, but the real coaches are here. So the criticisms will come in. Some will be caustic, some will be very vitriolic, some will be superative. But in all that, just relax. And understand that we're doing well.
Noise that come from your day.
Don't
Noise.
take the criticism personal, but they'll come in fast. Because you've had some of the practice and systems already coming from some of your colleagues. Whether you're going to play the route system or whether you're going to play the Mourinho system. So they will definitely come. But in all that, just understand that we mix together. And I want to see the good of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so colleagues, I would like to thank you for making time to be with us this morning. Once again, let me mention that officially the team will begin preparations tomorrow. The team will be in camp tomorrow. Training session is tomorrow through to Tuesday when the team.
So I think we are done. Well,
Okay. So try and get us some few footages and other
June
stuff.
6th.
sure. All right.
All right. Yeah, then have a good time.
All right. Continue preparation for the second game against.
Wow. I think I'm unmuted now, right? Sorry guys. Yeah, so the squad is now, we are done with the squad announcement. So let me quickly run you through, guys, the squad for this particular World Cup qualifiers. Um, interesting, interesting. I want to run you through the squad. Yeah, so goalkeepers. We have three goalkeepers here. Okay, I'm coming. Yes, so all right, yes, so this is the official squad for Ghana against Mali and Ghana against Central African Republic. Yes, it's back now. Thank you. We can hear you. Okay, thank you. So let me quickly run you through them. We'll be bringing everything to an end on this channel. The squad for the World Cup qualifies. First of all, Otto gave players who are injured, and because of that, they are not going to be in this particular list. In fact, it was actually given it to us by that is talking of the spokesperson for the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Henry Asante, and this is the squad. One, Baba. Let me actually like talk about those who are injured and out of the squad. One is Baba Idrisu. He's out due to injury. Then we also have two, Iñaki Williams, who is also out due to foot injury. Ashimeru, yes, Magid Ashimeru is also out. I brought you those updates already. Joseph Pence is also out due to injury. I brought you an update on this channel. Nathaniel J, who plays for Lorraine on loan from Hamabi, is also out due to injury. Dennis Other Professor is also out due to injury. Daniel Mate is out of the squad due to injury. Daniel Kofitre is also out of the squad due to injury. Now, the players who are in the squad for the games against Mali and Central African Republic. Goalkeepers, three. We have Lawrence Artizigi. He is a goalkeeper. He's in there. Joseph Luke Wallacott is the second goalkeeper. He's in there. Frederick Asari. So let me add their clubs. Lawrence Artizigi plays for, that is talking of St. Gallen in Switzerland. Joseph Wallacott, goalkeeper for Hibernian in Scotland. Frederick Asari, goalkeeper for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. These are the three goalkeepers. Defenders, Gideon Mensah, he plays for AJ Auxerre in France. Right now, they've qualified for the French League One. Ebenezer Annan, he's a left back. He plays for Novi Pazar in Serbia. Then we have Mohamed Salisu, he's a defender for AS Monaco. Jeremy Opoku, Istanbul Basaksehir in Turkey. He's also in the squad. Abdul Mumin, yes, this boy, I've always been yearning for him. He's also, he plays for Rayo Vallecano in Spain. He's in the squad. Alexander Pabnajiku, he has also made the squad. Ali Seidu is also in the Black Star squad. Tariq Nilamte, let me add their clubs. Alexander Jiku plays for Fenerbahce in Turkey. We have Ali Seidu, who is a right back for Stade Rennes in France. Tariq Nilamte also plays for Brighton with Albion in the EPL. Now, midfielders, Mohamed Kudus, West Ham United, he's in the squad. Then we also have NS Nuama Apia. He's also part of the midfielders. I don't know why he's not part of the Rangers instead. Salis Abdul Samed is also part of this squad. Kamaldeen Sulemana is also in here. Thomas Teipate is part of this squad. Edmond Addo, he is also here. Elisha Owusu is part of this squad. Francis Abu or Abu Francis, he's also in this squad. So Kudus West Ham, NS Nuama Lyon, Salis Abdul Samed, he plays for that is talking about Arsenal. Kamaldeen Suleiman of Southampton has returned. Thomas Partey, he also plays for Arsenal. Ed Monado, he plays for is it Sobotika? Yes, Partey Sobotika. Then Elisha Usu, he also plays for AJ Auxerre. Francis Abu is a player for Cesar Brugge in Belgium. He's also in this squad. Let me add Derek, then I continue. I have Osman Bukari. He plays for that's talking of West Ham Belgrade. He's in this squad. Fatawi Sahaku Abdul, Leicester City. He has made the squad. Antoine Salam Semenyo of AFC Bournemouth. He's also in this squad. Andre Ayew, the captain for the Black Stars team. He actually makes this one out. You know, did I even say Andre Ayew? Hey, sorry, I beg your pardon. Jordan Ayew. Let me edit my squad before someone will come for my head. So, Jordan Ayew, Crystal Palace. He's also in this squad. Osman Ibrahim of Northland going to join Brighton is in this squad. Kamaldeen Sulemana. Why did I repeat Kamaldeen here? Okay, then I need to take one out. So, Okay. So the first Sulemana is not Kamal Abdul. Okay, the first Sulemana is Ibrahim Sulemana. He's a midfielder. Yes, for Cagliari. I beg your pardon. Then Kamal Abdul Sulemana of Southampton is also in the squad. Then Brandon Thomas Mark Asante. That is it. So 26-man squad. Let me quickly run you through. It seems I was really messing up some few things. Lawrence Atizigi, Joseph Lukolokot, Frederick Asari, three goalkeepers. Defenders, Gideon Mensah, Ebenezer Annan, Mohamed Salisu, Jeremy Poku, Abdul Mumin, Alexander Jiku, Ali Seidu, Tarek Nilamte. Midfielders, Mohamed Kudus, Enes Nuama, Salis Abdul Samed, Ibrahim Sulemana, Thomas Tepate, Edmond Addo, Elisha Usu, and Francis Abu. Forwards, Osman Bukari, Fatai Sahaku, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, Osman Ibrahim, Kamal Vin Sulemana, and Brandon Thomas Clark Asante. This is the 26-man squad that Ghana we are going to use to face Central African Republic after playing against Mali in next month on the 6th and 10th. And that is it. World Cup qualifiers. What are your thoughts? What do you make of this squad from Coach Otto Addo? Today he has spoken a lot about Callum Hudson-Odoi, about Baba Abdurrahman, why he's not making the squad, the players decided not to represent Ghana at the moment, and a whole lot of stuff. Well, I'll be bringing you a lot of updates on this channel. But before then, let me know your thoughts in the comment box as always. It's been interesting. Derek.
Yes, sir.
now we know our left from our right, yeah? Now the squad is out, so what are your thoughts on it?
To be honest with you, I'm actually happy with the squad. Oh, the only thing I'm a bit disappointed about is not having the Baba Rahman situation. Is a bit unfortunate. I think he's definitely been quite unlucky. Obviously, with the criticism, there's been times where he's played well. There's been times where he hasn't. But I think no player should obviously be, insulted or, put on the sides for any reason, because obviously, like Otto said, we don't know exactly what these players go through. They give a lot for the team. So me personally, obviously, I wish him the best. But as for the rest of the players, I think it's self-explanatory. You've definitely, I think you've hit the nail on the head a couple of times with the players from your previous predictions. So yeah, it's looking good. We are just hoping that now they can gel as quickly as possible, and then they can play for the badge. That's all that matters. They can play as a team and play for the badge.
Wow. Okay, that's good. Guys, can you hear me? Because someone commented that. Okay. Did he say we can? I said we are not hearing you. Okay, he came back to say we can hear you. Okay. Thank you, Noble. Well, I don't want to give my impression on this particular squad, but I think I have to. Yeah, I have to. I think one, you can see that the coach now has a direction, because when he was asked multiple times about the exclusion of Andrea, he was like he has been monitoring him, he's spoken with him. You could just see that he didn't call Andrea, that because his form is not good at the moment. He feels like, as a brother of ours said, I think I've forgotten the name. He said, like, we've seen him on many years. We know his capabilities, what he can add to the team and what he cannot. And he feels like it is time to move on. It is time to move on, even though he will not tell you that this is the final time or I'm trying to take him out of the Black Stars. But if you look at Andrea, times that he was not even having club, times he was clubless, he was still being called to join the Black Stars and he was playing. And now that he's playing consistently going to the end of the season, he's had a brilliant season, scoring 5 goals in the French League One, helping Le Havre to actually remain in the league. And you now tell me that you not invite him. It's just trying to tell us something that no, the coach has taken a decision. And for me, I heard it. I saw it coming. I posted it on X yesterday that, Andrea, are you not in the squad? Well, I wait. I posted it yesterday. Many people were like, well, they don't believe it because you cannot fathom it that this time around he's still the captain for the team, and if you are not inviting him, tells a lot about what the coach actually wants, to do with the squad. So I think it's just like that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe someone will come here to convince me or say otherwise. I just feel like the coach now has his plan. He wants to build a team, but in as much as he wants to build a team, as he indicated, he also needs to win games, and our focus should also be there. Now, talking about Amate, yes, Amate is out due to injury, according to the coach. Yes, because well, I didn't know that he's also picked up an injury because, as I said, he came for a funeral where I saw him posting on his Instagram story and other stuff. So if he's also out to injury, I don't think we can speak much about that. Now let's look at Abdulmumin back to the squad. Are you happy for that? Because for me, I'm excited.
Very excited. I think you. I just want. I just hope that he will obviously. I'm not sure if he'll get a chance to play. Obviously, I think that defense is pretty set with Juku and Mohamed Salisu. I think. Well, that's based on my prediction. But if he does get the chance, I think it will be really good for him. At least being in the squad is definitely a positive.
Wow, that is great. That is great. Now, looking at the midfield, we have Ibrahim Suleiman, who was also as a player. Um, have you watched him? And what do you think about his inclusion as well?
I think I believe he can do well. I definitely believe he can provide well for the team. He's got qualities.
No, is it that I'm losing him or we are losing the whole?
Oh, I'm still here. Hello, hello.
Ooh, I don't know. Is it that we are losing him or we are losing the whole life? Guys, let me know it in the comment box. I don't know if the live is actually my
Oh, I
network.
mean, oh, it may be your network, bro. Because I think
Okay,
over here I can definitely hear you still.
okay. Please go. I think you can flow now. Yeah, I think you can flow now. Yeah,
Okay,
we are
cool,
back.
cool. Yeah. Okay, good, okay. Uh, I believe Osman has a lot to give within the squad. I think what he provides is energy within that midfield. Um, because I guess the players which we have, I think we have a couple in there, and I think that's one of the benefits of this young team. They have a lot of energy, and they have a lot of potential. So I think they come in with this mentality of they want to obviously prove themselves. They want to fight. So I think that's definitely one of the benefits that we'll get from him. He's a player
Okay,
who obviously wants to prove himself and he wants to fight.
okay. All right, all right, all right. That's great. That's great. So I also have Addo Sola here. Addo, you are driving.
Don't worry, man. I'm safe. I'm hands free. Just calling from New
Boss, it's
Jersey.
okay. Okay, it's been a long
Uh,
time.
yeah,
I'm
long
excited
time.
having you back. I'm excited
Yeah,
having you back.
yeah. I feel like we can only go up after
Okay.
after the pain of that Afcon. I was in Cote d'Ivoire, by the way, and
Okay. Wow.
I don't see how he can really fail. I think we should be able to beat the teams in the group we have for World Cup qualifying. I don't see any team being dominant, even though we're not that good right now. I feel that somehow he can pull this off.
Okay.
And the key is he had the guts to not call Day for this match. As much as I like Day, I think that's the step in the right direction. We have to go young.
Okay. All right. Okay. So according to you right now, we have to go the young way. So excluding Andre Ayew and some few other no names in the Blasters squad, it's a good feeling for you.
Oh yeah, I could put a young lineup. I would put Nuoma and Ishaku on the wings. Okay. I
Okay.
would have in the middle. I'd keep obviously Kudus, and I would put that guy. I was impressed with the Abu Francis character last time. I
Okay.
think behind them as a D mid, I'd use the guy from France, Owusu is his name, right? The
Also,
guy
okay.
who plays on the team with Gideon Mensah,
Yeah,
Elisha
Elisha.
Owusu, yeah.
Yeah.
Up front, we stick with Semenyo, but if he doesn't do well, we have to quickly put in Asante, Thomas Asante. We can't
Okay.
hesitate. And the back line, I think we're in great shape. I mean, I always like Juku, and I would put Juku with the tall gentleman from Turkey.
Jerome
Um,
Opoku, Istanbul
yeah,
Başakşehir.
yeah, and of course, I always like Tariq Lamptey on the right. I think he's great. Anytime he plays, he's impressive. We just hope he doesn't get injured. I like him better than Seydou because I think Seydou, his temper is a bit, I don't know. He looks like a kind of guy who'll get a card at the wrong time. I don't. I'd
Okay.
rather go with Lamptey. And on my left back, I'm going to go with Gideon Mensah. I wish they would have called the young man from who plays for Galatasaray. I don't know what happened to that.
That is Derek Cohn, left back.
Yes, yes. And but goalie, of course, we'll go with a Tiggy Ziggy. I mean, that's how we have to do this. I mean, but I think that team can do things. But the key is he shouldn't start Jordan. He shouldn't
Okay.
start Jordan. Jordan has to be an off the bench player.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so interesting. So at a center back pair, you are going to pair Jiku with that is Jeremy Poku, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Poku seemed to be like he had a terrible game. When I saw him here in the U.S., he was horrible. But
Yes,
I
exactly.
think what he did in this friendlies showed me, and I just watched a couple of his Turkish league games, and I realized something. He knows how to pass the ball well from the back.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
one thing I noticed about him, and that might be a very important thing for this
Okay.
team.
Okay. I think you are right. I think Jerome Opoku has been one of the best defenders this is. I don't know if you have also watched this player, Jonas Ajete. If I was supposed to be there, I would have asked the coach whether he's monitoring him, even if not now, like for the future. Jonas Ajete of
I
FC
didn't get
Basel
to
in
see that
Switzerland.
guy. I've heard he's playing in what Bundesliga? Is he in Bundesliga?
No, Switzerland. Swiss Super
Switzerland.
League.
Okay, Switzerland. I see.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
FC Basel.
I think we have a solid set of center backs. So this four that he's picked are very solid. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
I feel we'll be okay. I feel we'll be okay. And he might surprise us. He might go with three back. I think he might go
Okay.
with three center backs. So he might even do that, and we'll see what happens. Um, it's a case of with Ghana. It's concentration. I hope they bring in a sports psychologist. You need concentration at the end of matches. I mean, and there's
Exactly.
something wrong psychologically. It's not about talent. It's at the end of matches, something always happens.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Um, I think
Wow.
I think the team needs a lot. I think the team mentally is struggling on obviously how to control the game and obviously how to get through the game. A lot of the
Yeah.
players have obviously have um, there's a lot of bad history within the team. And to be honest, I still don't understand why that has not been an area they have not addressed. They have great medical doctors. They obviously have a good technical staff, but an area which is obviously one of the most important is the psychological aspects is not something that they're focusing on. I think it's something which is it's something that needs to be worked on, and it's something that needs to be addressed immediately because a lot of the players are going through it mentally. Like you said, it's not about tactics. It's not about talent because the talent is there, and obviously Otto has a way of play, but the mental game is an area where is very very important and needs to be addressed, or else we're going to continue going down that same route of players not being able to manage themselves. And it's a young squad. It's a
Yeah.
team that's still developing. Though that psychological side is essential, even more so now.
And you remember what the Ivory Coast coach did? I don't know if you remember this at AFCON. He said
Yeah.
when he took over, he didn't even train with them. He just spent the first 2 days psyching them up psychologically. He told them, "You
Okay.
can do it. You're professionals. You know you can do this." And look what happened. He focused on the psychology first. He didn't even do any training.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So, talking about the exclusion of Andre, what are your general impression about what is to happen in the coming call-up? Because it seems the coach has something in mind that he wants to do. I don't know if Mr. Addo will take it first.
In
What
okay,
do you
well,
think
in terms,
the coach wants to do, yeah, in the coming years?
well, I think he just wants to phase out the IUs. He wants to phase out Amate. He wants to phase out the professor. He knows that he has to be young, and because when you really think about it, okay, when you really think about it, let's be honest. Since the 2022 World Cup, we've been holding on to old players, and it's
Okay.
obvious it's not working. So we have nothing to lose. We've had two straight AFCON group stage exits. So in reality, you might as well put young players. Like I was at the Cape Verde Ghana match in Abidjan, right? And
Yeah.
I noticed something very clearly. The Cape Verdeans just had some young, hungry players.
Hmm.
They played hungry. That was it. If you really watch it carefully, they played more aggressively than our guys. You
Okay.
see, and even Mozambique, it was a similar feel to me. I looked at Mozambique and I said, these guys are playing with high energy. And when the coach made the mistake of putting in the old boys, things fell apart. That last second header, he brought in Amate to try to defend, and guess what? They score on an easy header. So
Hmm.
we might as well go young. If we're losing, I'd rather see us lose young and know that we're developing a team than keep holding on to the same people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I think he understands. I don't understands that. Look, I'm here on a 3-year contract. I might as well take risk.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow, that's amazing. Now I'm talking about the risks that he's taking and the consequences. Do you think Ghanaians are going to be happy if, even though he's building a team, he's trying to bring in new ideas, but Ghana actually fails to qualify for World Cup or something? How would the feeling be? How would the reaction be?
Me at this point, I'll be honest with you. At this point, if
Hmm.
this team doesn't qualify for World Cup, it wouldn't really bother me that much. What I
Okay.
what I want to see is a solid team
Okay.
that can go to the AFCON and actually be a team that at least makes it to the semifinals.
Okay.
That's like I think what's lacking is right now those of us who watch Black Stars, we can't watch them with confidence.
Hmm.
We're having trouble winning or even drawing against teams that used to be sort of walkovers. And I know teams have gotten better, but we still have the talent and there's just a lack of confidence. And I think the key is build up the confidence.
Okay.
If they don't make the World Cup, I won't be so upset about it, other
Surprise.
than the fact that because I'm based in the US, I'll be missing opportunity. But um, as far as I'm concerned, we want a solid team where we can say by next year we can look at a team and say, okay, our team is legitimately a top African team. Right now, we're pretty much a mid-level team. We might even end up in pot three for this AFCON qualifiers. You see what I mean? So
Okay.
we should just temper our expectations. Although I think because our group has a lot of inconsistent teams as well. So that's why we might get lucky because Comoros is definitely not going to win all their matches. Right now, they're very excited with what they've accomplished, but they're going to drop. Mali's inconsistent. None of the teams are consistent teams. So
Okay.
even these two games coming up, that's the funny thing about this group. Even with these two games, even if we drew both these games, which I hope isn't going to happen, we still would be in it because I don't feel any of these teams are dominant.
Okay. Wow. Well, I've been checking a lot of reactions going on, and one player that a lot of people are now talking about is Brandon Thomas Asante, the striker for West Bromwich Albion, who has now been added to the squad. I think after Iñaki Williams has to be omitted because of his foot injury. Um, have you been watching him, and what do you make of him? Let me come to you, Derek. I also have please hold on for me. I have MOD's diary, so let me add him. MOD's, you're welcome. I think he's left. Okay, so let me come back to you, Derek. Um, what do you make of that? The new striker that we have. Have you watched him?
I personally not gotten the opportunity to watch him, but I have heard of him. I've heard that he's been having a decent season at West Brom. I think, if he wasn't having a good season or he wasn't playing well, he wouldn't be called up. I don't know what to expect from him, because I have not watched him. However, I think if he does get the opportunity, he should definitely take it well. Uh, and so, yeah, I'm just hoping, obviously, that he will deliver. So
Okay. All right, that's it. I think I've watched him. Let me also add my thought, and he's very good in terms of like running behind defenders, creating spaces for himself, also building up process. He's also good with the hold up play and other stuff. But I think he's not a striker who will give you a lot of goals. He's not that high scoring striker. Yeah, he will give you maybe like one in a game. Sometimes he doesn't score, but his work rate and everything is really that great. I don't know if you've watched him, Mr. Addo. Brandon Asante, the
Yes,
striker for West Bromwich.
yeah, I've seen some of his matches in the championship. He's a very physical guy.
Yeah.
Um, that's what I can tell. Like you said, I agree. He's not. I mean, we're never going to replace Asamoah Gyan, okay?
Mm,
But we just need players who can make open opportunities. Like what our problem is,
mm.
what's his name? Semenyo is a very good player, but when he plays for
Okay.
Ghana, sometimes he'll miss open opportunities. Like in
Okay.
Comoros match, he should have scored that first one, and the match would have been totally different. And it's like when you come to play for Ghana and you are the striker, and certain opportunities come up against teams that we're supposed to beat, you have to be on target. You just have to be on target. So for me, if I'm the coach, I'm gonna try to give both Thomas Asante and Semenyo a chance and make them compete for that position.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. So yes, as you said, his work rate is very good. He presses well, and for me, I just like him as a striker. So we should just hope that he will also come in and give us some goals because I've been saying Blasters, almost all our strikers are actually attacking or striking from the rings. Semenyo, as you said, this whole season he scored 8 goals, provided 2 assists for AFC Bournemouth. He has also been playing from either the right wing or the left wing for them. Iñaki Williams, you go to Bilbao, he also plays from either the right or the left wing. So We do not have an out and out striker in the team. That is why a question was, thrown to Otuado about the exclusion of Jonathan Sowa, the former striker for Media MSC, who now plays for Al Nassr in Libya. And he was like, his style of play and other stuff. But I don't think if he says that as a coach, it helps. Because if you want to tell us that because of your style of play, a certain striker might not fit into your collar, that means the striker is never going to fit in or is never going to get call up. That is what I deduce from what he said. Or am I getting it wrong?
This is my thing with Soa. I saw Soa play in Champions League. You know, these days we get to see Champions League over here thanks to
Yeah.
BN Sports. And my thing with him is the temperament. I can see him doing something silly and getting red cards. Like he
Okay.
did something against young Africans, I think it was. He did some stupid things and got two yellows. I mean, and he missed the penalty. I mean, I don't know. Mentally, I don't know about him. I think he's talented, but you know, in these big matches, we can't afford people doing things to get cards. And I think he addressed this issue during the
Okay.
press conference. The cards, we can't afford those things. And the friendlies, you see what happened with in the friendlies. Cards, we can't have it. We can't have
Yeah,
it. That will destroy us in a big match at some point.
exactly. But do you think it is also good for a coach to say that because of my style of play, a certain player will not fit, or because of my style of play, that's why I actually neglected a player or anything?
Well, I I think he was. I don't know. I think he was. Maybe it was wrong for him to say it, but I think he was trying to be polite in
Okay.
saying that. I think he did have a concern about indiscipline,
Okay.
and I think that's a big issue. That's a big issue. We can't have matches where we get cards in the critical point of a match, and you know, I think that's what he's after the friendlies. I think he's going to make that a point of emphasis with his players. I really think so. I think that's a discussion they're having behind the scenes.
Okay. All right. All right. I think it's great. Um, okay. So thank you. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Derek? I'll be closing very soon and focus on other stuff. Do you have anything
Uh,
to add?
I think Mr. Adams definitely said a lot of really intelligent pointers. I think moving forward with this team,
Okay.
the biggest thing that we can definitely, I guess, we can hope for moving forward is that this team will gel and acclimatize as quickly as possible, and then just start playing some good football and start getting results. That's our best hope. In terms of qualifying for this World Cup, to be honest with you, it would be great if we can. It is possible. It is still possible. I think that's something that Ghanaians should still have hope for. It is still possible for this team. The likelihood of it is obviously something that we can talk about, but I think and I believe that if this squad, if we really want to obviously see ourselves moving forward, we have basics. And what I mean by the basics, I mean we have to go back to obviously building that chemistry, understanding each other's play,
Okay.
setting up a system which will not only obviously suit the players, but also will help us to be able to gain those results.
Okay.
Because the team is young, there has to be a level of understanding. But overall, I mean, it's it's looking good. The future is bright. We see, especially with these young players, there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent there. The best hope now is just that we can just get the job done. But yeah, thank you so much also for having me.
Oh,
Definitely, it's
it's a
been a
pleasure.
pleasure.
It's a pleasure. I appreciate you. So, Mr. Addo, yes, we will be ending this here. I don't know if you have your final words to say on the Ghana team.
Uh, all I can say is, you know, we should temper our expectations.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to temper our expectations, support the coach. You know, I feel like it will work out long run, but we can't get upset too quickly if things don't go so well initially. I think eventually it's going to come together. And I think that unfortunately for Black Stars, the disappointment in Cote d'Ivoire was sort of necessary as a I would call a wake up call for the new coach to sort of understand that, look, you have to make bold moves. And I think this selection was his first bold move, and I think he's going to make some more down the road. And I noticed he did say he was going to go to the local matches. So let's see what happens on the local scene. I'm surprised he didn't call the goalie from the team that was in the Confederations Cup.
Yeah, that's Solomon Agbesi.
Yeah. But anyway, I think he's going to make bold moves, and that's all. That's all we can ask for. A coach who can make bold moves, and then we see what happens from there. Thank you for having me, though.
Okay, thank you too. It's a pleasure, boss. Okay, so thank you all for joining. I appreciate your great submission, your great analysis on the game and everything. So, guys, I would like to end it here. Today, I've been fortunate to have the lights on throughout the whole live stream, even though the network was trying to worry us a little bit. But we'll be back very soon with more updates on this channel. We'll speak about new players joining the squad. We also talk about players out of the squad. Training session will officially begin on Thursday. That is going to be that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. At the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Even though it is behind closed doors, we also do our best to get some few videos or any updates, yes, that we will try to get. We will also bring it to you on this channel. So thank you for joining. Those who commented, MOD's Diary, I appreciate you. Harriet Agre is also here. Nyane Kevin is here. You can drop a comment if I've not given you a shout out yet. Emmanuel Kwesi Atega is here. Time One TV is here. Courage Kubi, you're also here. Osei Williams, all of you guys are amazing. Well, Lassie TV, yes. Christopher Dambi, you are also here. Zeph, I've seen you. And some other ones. So, yes, thank you all for joining and catch you later. All right, so let me end the stream.